Hi everyone, it's Echo Star Tarot, and I am back. Sorry, there is a little mess that you see, but I am working on lots of things. So there's lots of strings and fabric everywhere. But actually, let's start with the Spirit Song Tarot, as well as some buttons. Hey, the star. Yes, hello. Okay, let's shuffle this deck because I really like to mix everything up as best as I can, because I end up getting a lot of the same messages. So let's see if we can get something different today for our community. What can we share with our community today? What do we need to know? What do we need to be aware of? What do we not see? What should we see? The Traveler in reverse. Interesting, I've never gotten the Traveler. Okay. Ooh. Okay, Shaman in reverse. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Whoa, hang on. Oh. For what? Oh my god. Okay. There's gonna be an energy coming in that might be in disguise, and they might look like someone who's courageous and playful, and they're filled with your like solutions, like your next step, like they are your level up. This is not, but it is a lesson. And oh my god, we're so tired of lessons, right? Well, this one talks about being unharmonious with each other, and you don't really have hope to work, like you don't really think you can work with this person. And at the end of the day, when you come out of this cycle with this masked person, you'll be able to have foresight and be able to explore further on your own. I think this is a lesson that's saying, like, you might be better off alone in this situation, in this journey, whatever you're seeking. And it seems like their playfulness and courage were the things that are lacking in yourself. And so you sought it out in this person, but it turns out that this person has a lot more negative things than the two positive things that you saw in them. But those two positive things that you saw were inspirations for you. And I think that's where the foresight comes in. Like, you were given instruction on how to be playful and how to be courageous because of this person, but now it's time to say goodbye, because you need to grow, and the way that they're growing is a different way that you're growing. So, do we need to know anything else? Yeah. Your creative force comes directly from your courage. So, when you're given this courage, it produced like this light, and it did produce inspiration for your growth, but it's not necessarily that thing that makes you grow, and it has to come from within you, which is, this card is telling me exactly that was missing. This playfulness and this courage is missing inside of you. So this lesson with this person is going to give you foresight on how to do that, because right now you're feeling in reverse. And if you invest any more in yourself, you're gonna get hurt by this person. That's what I'm getting. It's you're not seeking safety, so maybe be a little bit careful. Be a little bit careful because you're not actually going in with to discover anything. It says discover an enthusiasm in reverse. You don't want to discover anything else that you're missing. You don't want to exactly become the best you could be, and that's not necessarily like what we always need to be striving for, right? When our needs change, our focus needs to change. So maybe our focus is changing, but we have patience and perspective here for the Hangman. What about patience? What do we need to be patient for? So we need to be patient for success and triumph. So the ants keep marching on, right? Why did that come out? Why did that come out? We're all on the same staircase together. It's whether or not you have the drive to take that next step up. What are the necessary things that we need to do in order to take that next step? Because there's clarity in your truth, like in being held accountable, right? Dedication. Be accountable in your dedication. Yes, I am driven and I can achieve anything that I set my mind to. So I'm actually going to write down the list. Like, step 1. What is step 1? I need to figure out my idea. I need to figure out what it takes to accomplish my idea. I need to figure out what's the best way to share my idea with others, and how can I help the world with this, or how can I survive with this idea. And I say how can I survive, what I mean is like, how can I market myself, how can I live within my means and be able to connect my passions and my goals and dreams all together to create a life I want to live. It takes dedication for any kind of progress to happen. So I don't know what, maybe this person's not giving you the insight and the clarity that you need because they're so playful and they're so filled with false light. I keep seeing false light. Yeah, action. You need to focus on what brings you light and take action on that independently. Stay self-driven. You need to stay self-driven for yourself. Okay, let's get the cat tarot out. Oh wait, first let's get some buttons. Let's get those buttons. What's my collective need? Oh wow. Wow, this is so pretty. Okay, let me get this box. In the order that I saw them, so pretty. Oh my god. It's like what do you call the color? A color scale, but it's not exactly the rainbow, but it's super pretty in the way that it was displayed. These are the buttons that we got, and you know, it kind of goes in order of warmth to coolness. I love that. There's a great balance here of warm colors and cool colors. The biggest buttons here are red, green, and blue. I get like a complete picture, like a whole person. This person's nearly complete. They're only missing like a couple more lessons before they can really come into themselves and blossom. So Let's pull out this cat tarot. What does my Capricorn collective need to know from the cat tarot? What do we need to be aware of? Please give me some messages for my collective here to best serve themselves in their light and in their goodness. Page of Cups. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. So the Page of Cups talks about youthful perspective, but he's willing to take a good look at his reflection in order to understand his true feelings. As determined and studious as he may seem sometimes, make no mistakes, the page is also fun and young at heart. Note the lilies symbolizing the freshness and innocence of youth. He can relax and take time to gaze deeply into his feelings and motives, or whatever needs gazing into. This card is a sign that it's a good time to start a new creative endeavor, although it doesn't have to involve getting your head wet. That's interesting. I sensed a youthful, playful energy in the Page of Cups as well, and I see that from the Spirit Song Tarot, I feel a reflection in that. So let's read our other cards. Four Swords. Not all downtime is good downtime. It may be that you're stuck or feeling burnt out, following a misuse of resources and energy. Paralysis is not the same as exhaustion. Stillness sometimes means fear rather than rest. Focus on self-care. Recovery is slow, but it is coming. And you can see the bowl of cereal. You know exactly what you want, but there's hard work ahead to make it yours. Plan. Set realistic goals. Success is yours with patience and persistence. I feel like this is a summary of what we said. We need to make a list. We need to focus up. And we're kind of getting distracted by this playful energy. And it's not necessarily the kind of playful energy that we were seeking before. There's like certain kinds of playfulness to distinguish from. Like, we're not talking about the playfulness that keeps you from growing. And I kind of sense that there's an energy here where it's doing exactly that. It's like, no, don't do anything. Come sit here and play games with me. Something to that effect, where it's kind of stunting your creative energy and your creative growth, and ultimately you, right? So try and balance that out. If you want to keep that energy in your life, make sure you're planning that time. Integrate it into your life where it will not harm you. And that's setting a boundary, and that's part of self-care and self-love, right? And I think this is all about self-care and self-love. Look how many colors you have. Our rainbow is setting in it, in it right now. Look how many colors you have. You are so close to completing it. You're so close to becoming your optimal self, where you can continue to move forward with steam. Right now, there's just like a couple places where it's rusty, or there's a gear that needs to be replaced. Can we get any more advice or any more information for my collective here? Yeah, letting go of something. And that's us, right? So this is what we need to take accountability on. I'm glad it's like not an outside force coming at you. This seems more of like you need to set your own boundaries against these distractions or something, but it seems less menacing and on purpose. So I feel like they will be able to respect your boundaries. And of course, if they're not able to respect your boundaries, then they're not able to spend time with you, period. Okay? The dog's gentle expression and uplifted paw represents the lure of more base desires, such as slobbering and tail wagging. The leash around the dog's neck symbolizes how we are held in bondage, slaves to our own self-destructive instincts. Yet, looking closely, you can see that the leash is actually quite loose. The dog could free itself if it tried, but it is a dog and therefore incapable. Right. Are you holding yourself back? I mean, we're all holding ourselves back in some way. But in this playfulness energy, I think we just need to focus on balancing our time better. And that's what I have for you today. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Peace.